right here when I get up to the spot. I gotta grade this out a little bit. So after I'm done moving these mulch piles, I'm gonna start scraping all the dirt, loose material off and push it down into piles along the boundary and get it away from the pad that I'm gonna build. So you don't want to build a house pad on dirt material like this. I mean, topsoil at least, you know. I mean, if you're in an area where it's all dirt, then you have no choice. You just scrape the topsoil off and, you know, compact it the best you can. But here, the bedrock's pretty shallow. It's about 1 or 2 feet deep. And I'm gonna try and scrape all this topsoil off. Ugh. Really unstable right here, so I'm kind of bouncing around. Be really careful here. So yeah, the next step is going to be scraping this off, and then I'm going to bust out Jackie Boy, my ripper, and he's going to go at it. And we're going to start ripping all the loose rock on the top, and start ripping that pad. And then we'll bust out the hammer after that. So let me just level this out a little bit. So I got to kind of want to put myself in this position right there when I'm grading. And the flatter the better, because it is steep. Doesn't look steep from here, but it's freaking steep right here. And I don't feel comfortable being in this spot. Bit better. That's pretty good. Let's test it. A little wobbly, but I can drop the blade down and pump a little bit with that. Alright, so I'm going to toss the grub on this side. It's kind of a pit area. I'm going to blend it. Alright, let's go at it. After this, I'm excited that the machine's working, and so far so good. I mean, I don't really know what was going on. It's really weird. It's frustrating when you have a Grubbing like that, and you know, you get the codes and it's telling you, you know, it's an open circuit, which means it's a frayed wire. Or it could have been the solenoid, but the solenoid's working fine right now. So I did all the testing. As it said, it's got like a whole process you go through to test everything. I found the information online. It's actually in the service books, which I got one on order. Should have ordered one a while ago, but it helps a lot. So I found it online, at least that section on the solenoids. And that helped. So I was able to test it, test the ohms, and everything checked out right. And it said just to go back to running the machine and reset the faults and see if it comes back on. So I'm hoping it was just some weird glitch that is going to go away, but I don't know. I mean, usually stuff like that comes back. So we'll see. My machine did lock up the other day, and I was able to unlock it, and it was fine after that for about a day and a half, and then it locked up in the morning and it wouldn't unlock. So hopefully it just goes away, but it went away once before and it came back. So yeah, good chance it's going to come back. I gotta figure it out because I can't have Cat fix it. I mean, they want $1,000 just to look at the machine. It's insane. I mean, they probably would have charged me $5 5,000 to 7,000 just to fix a freaking solenoid. Just a joke. So I don't know. I've been looking at the case machines and they look nice. Pretty good price, but I just don't know how they hold up. There's not a lot of info online, but there's a company in Maui that uses them. They actually do a lot of mulching, and Bears Contracting, they're called, and they use case machines, and they seem to like them, but I'm not sure if they just get a deal from Case or what. But I don't know. I might have to look into buying the new machines, and then when the warranty's up, just sell the machine and get another new one, so I don't have to deal with problems and I can keep going, you know, and they'll always be new. So, but it's just the initial cost up front. I mean, if I can keep busy, I can pay for the monthly payments on it and just lease them. So we'll see how it goes. But if anyone's got any info or any good tips on what I should do or what machines I should look at, I mean, for me, the top 3 machines that I like are Cat number 1, Komatsu number 2, and Case number 3. If I would give a number 4 for the bigger machines, it'd probably have to go to Hitachi. But I mean, I probably wouldn't even go to my number 4. I'd stick with the top 3. But I mean, I don't know. Hitachi, what I'm really concerned with Hitachi is a lot of John Deere's are Hitachis, and John Deere has a pretty bad name. I mean, the machines are, I don't know, they got some issues. So I don't know how much of a Hitachi they are, if they're just like a cheaper version or what, or just a rebranded Hitachi. But that makes me concerned about Hitachi. So I'm going to look into Komatsu and Case. The thing with Komatsu I don't like, I looked into it, and I don't know if you can get add-ons, is they don't come with a quick coupler, and I don't think they have a backup camera. I think it's extra. They might have one, but the quick coupler is huge for me. I mean, if you don't have a quick coupler, I can't even work like that. I mean, it's horrible. I'm going back and forth between attachments all the time, so I need a quick coupler. But I'm sure you can add one on. I just don't know if Komatsu actually offers it. I have to look more into it. But I was looking at the Case machines, and they got a nice big one. I think it's, what was the model? It's like a 245 or something. It's a big, I think it's like a 60,000 pound or 50,000 pound with a blade, and it's a compact radius. I mean, that's awesome. So I might look into one of those in the future for a bigger machine, because I would like a bigger machine at some point for the bigger jobs, and especially the bigger mulching jobs. But we will see. I'll take it as it goes with this kind of work here. There, so close. Decided to start ripping, and I haven't used Jackie Boy in a while, and this kind of property here is going to be fun to rip. I mean, there's a lot of loose material. I believe there was a D9 that cleared this at some point a long time ago, probably about 20 years ago, and it broke up a lot of the surface rock. So it's going to come out pretty easily, and hopefully it'll speed up the process. This is my sister and brother-in-law's place, and I'm trying to help them out as much as I can. The faster I go, the better for them. So I'm trying to be as efficient as I can on this job. I am charging by the hour. It's not a per job price here, so I'm going to be trying to jam it out as fast as I can. And I'm going pretty quick. And I'm only in it maybe, I don't know, 10, 11 hours maybe a little more at this point, but I did quite a bit of work. I mean, that's really only like a day and a half, or like a full day and a half. So to grub the whole thing, separate a bunch of material, piled up a bunch of rocks, packed in the mulch the grub into that pit over there. I graded out some areas along the border and did quite a bit. And it's steep, so it's kind of hard to move around on this property. I'm not into milking jobs or anything. Even if I didn't know the people, I'm not going to be milking anybody. I don't like that. One of the reasons why I started excavation is to offer excavation work that's honest and fair, because a lot of people just milk the jobs. They'll come in and bid it for the job and just jam it out real quick and do a crappy job, or they'll do it by the hour and just work as slow as possible. So, both those techniques are really bad. I mean, it's not good. It's not good for the business. It's not right. I mean, I don't like that kind of stuff. Being truthful and honest and working, at a good, safe pace, and not trying to milk anybody is how it should be done. You definitely want to be safe. You don't want to be going too fast and hurt anybody or damage anything or break your machines or whatnot. But you don't want to be going too slow just to make more money. I mean, no one's going to want to hire you after that. Spot right there, but it's kind of rocky, and I don't really want to rip it up. Do have a little bit to grub along the boundary here. What I'll do is, after I move this pile, let's see how far I can reach here. Get some of this, but it's this straight here. That's an African tulip, and flowers are poisonous. So I can get most of this. But I'll scoot over a little bit and try to get the rest of this here. Get this pile out of the way first and go from there. So I'm just going to go up and pack this into the pit a little bit in that corner there. I'll update you guys.